How's it going, people? Let's talk wrestling. AEW Dynamite show just went off. Got a couple of thoughts, got a couple of opinions about it. Decent show. Start off with Orange Cassidy defeating Bandito. This match was pretty solid. Bandito showing off like tremendous feats of strength. That Goku one-handed gorilla press, that was sick. Um, the one-handed stalling superplex. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that, but it's also, Orange Cassidy, who, no disrespect, isn't a heavyweight, so that helped out a lot too. But in the end, Orange Cassidy ended up winning. He countered a pop up into a orange punch, and then finished it off with a beach break. And that was the first time also in the match I've seen somebody counter out of the mousetrap pin. Probably should have said that for a pay-per-view, but that's neither here nor there. Match was pretty solid. Bandito and Orange Cassidy shake hands in a sense with the sunglasses. So, solid match to open up the show. Then moving on past that, go to the notes. Let's see. I think we got oh, Dax Hardwood versus Jeff Jarrett. This match was sloppy, but it was the good sloppy. Pause, B. Uh, this match felt like a real fight. It didn't feel like wrestling sloppy. It felt like two guys brawling and slipping on because they're intoxicated type of fight. I guess because both of these guys are really good at what they do. I know a lot of people hate Jeff Jarrett, but his run in AEW it's been entertaining for what it is. Match was solid. Toward the end, the referees had already gotten Jay Lethal, Dutt, and Satnam to go backstage. Dax is about to suplex Jeff Jarrett in. Sonny Dutt comes out of nowhere, holds and trips Hardwood, tries to hold the leg down. Dax kicks out, chases after Sanjay, going around the ring. Dutt comes in the ring. Hardwood comes after Dutt, and Jarrett catches him with the stroke. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Jarrett putting himself back in title condition. Now, FTR versus Jarrett and Lethal. That's a match I would pay to see. I think that match has potential. I don't know how a lot of people feel about that, but me personally, I think that match has some legs, and that feud has some legs to go. Wardlow defeated a jobber in record time. So I completely destroyed the guy. And then Arn Anderson, and respect Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson wearing an Adidas tracksuit with Adidas shoe. I don't know why it's so hard for people to wear Adidas shoes with Adidas clothing and not like Nike. Like, I don't know where you guys live, but where I live, it's so disgusting. I'm talking about nasty. Adidas pants, Nike shoes, and then if they get Yeezy foamers, Yeezy slides with Nike pants, it's backwards. Like, it's mental retardation at its finest. You just like, really, like, you got Jordan, and you okay, like you can't even wrap your head around. It's like, is it the Adidas pants are cheaper, but then the Nike stuff, like, but then like other clothing brands exist that just don't like. You're like in your mind, you're like, why the fuck would you grab Adidas pants with like Nike? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Well, mad respect to Arn Anderson for knowing how to properly dress. Anyway, he gets on the mic and he tells Warlow, look, if this was basketball or whatever, NFL draft, you'd be a top pick and you could take the company into the stratosphere. So, with that being said, you have to do some things you didn't probably do. You probably have to poke somebody in the eye, bite a finger, do this, do that, hit somebody with a steel chair. Now we're thinking, oh, well, okay, this is going to be the Four Horsemen introducing. We already had the promo backstage with Arn Anderson's son and Brian Pillman. So, like, okay, Brian Anderson, Brian Pillman, Wardlow. It's not ideal, but it could. I can see that working. I can see that working. You got the top power guy right there. You got the tag team, and then you would need some kind of like, I don't know, middle guy. Like you need somebody like in the. We'll get to that when we get to it. But eventually, here I'm out. Christian came out with Luchasaurus, and he just pretty much pump faked about getting in the ring. So I don't know where they're going with it. Is it going for Christian? Is it going for Luchasaurus? What? I mean, what match are we building towards here? Luchasaurus, Christian, uh, Luchasaurus, and Wardlow would be very interesting. Speaking of the TNT title, we had a Crew TV segment, and uh, Hobbs came in and choked out QT Marshall, saying like, when I was following the book, Blase Swaze, and then I listened to you, I lost my title, which is just like weird because for one, he won the title. Oh, sorry, it's late. He won the title because of QT, and he lost not because of QT, but because I don't know. It's just a weird, and like QT's like, oh man, now we got to go to Plan B. So what's Plan B? Moving on past that, let's see. Oh yeah. Uh, Also backstage, you had Adam Cole talking about what happened to him and Britt Baker last week. And he says he's going to call out Jericho and then beat up Jericho, and he doesn't come out. He's going to find him. You had Orange Cassidy and Bandito walking up saying like something about, "Oh, you're going to interview us?" She was like, "No." Then also you had Britt Baker backstage in the segment talking about I don't, the feud with the Outcast. It was okay. Jamie Hayter saying this isn't going to end until one of us in the mortuary. Stop. Stop. I'm so sick of wrestlers saying, oh man, I'm going to kill you. You're going to be in the mortuary. No, you're not. Stop it. Stop. You're a trained professional. You're not going to kill anybody. It's like, or do it. Just kill somebody. Do it. Stop pump faking. Stop lying. Oh man, I'm going to kill you bitches. No, you're not. Stop it. Just stop it. And I love Jamie Hayter, but stop. I'm also sick of anybody saying, "Oh man, when I see you, I'm gonna kill you." No, you're not. Just stop. I'm gonna injure you. I'm gonna injure you badly. I could believe that. You're not gonna kill anybody in the ring. Well, unless you're New Jack and you do it unintentionally, but that's a theme for a different time in the story. Anyway, uh, two promos. First off, you had Jungle Boy and Darby, and Darby's like, "Man, I'm sorry what happened to you, about what happened to you, and if I would have knew they would have came down there, I would have not been in the Raptors. I would have stopped MJF. Get asleep." And he asked Jungle Boy to be in his corner. Jungle Boy declines by saying something about, "Yo, we aren't going to be friends," and blah blah swaze. And then they kind of back and forth spar about who was the better person. Then you get a promo with MJF and Sammy and their buddy. Uh, Sammy gets MJF a vest, and MJF gets him the Burberry scarf, and they're happy. And it's like Sammy's gonna win, and he's gonna lay down for me, and blah blah blah. The check's gonna clear, which leads to the match between Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara. Highlights of the match. That 630 that Sammy Guevara hit to Darby Allin on the outside on the table. That was pretty brutal. That cutter. I'm sorry, again, it's late. That cutter that Guevara hit on Darby. Darby was going for a suicida through the ropes, and Guevara just caught him mid-air with a cutter. That was really sick looking. This match, like I said, it was a pretty good match. The match ends with after the 630 that Guevara hit on Darby Allin. Darby Allin gets up, beats the 10 count. MJF gets up, storms down to the ring, and Ty Mello and Guevara distract the ref while MJF grabs the skateboard, throws it to Darby. Darby catches it, doesn't throw it away or whatever. Guevara turns around, looks at the skateboard, throws his hands down, Eddie Guerrero style on the mat, and the referee disqualifies Darby. Uh, MJF gets in the ring, knocks out Darby with the ring. Out comes Jungle Boy to fight them all. And MJF grabs Mike and makes fun of Jungle Boy and Darby. And then Tony Schiavone says that since MJF has been screwing around with the matches, next week there's going to be a tag match. Sammy and MJF versus Darby and Jungle. If Jungle and Darby win, it's going to be a 4-way, which they're pretty much setting up for a 4-way. Every added. If not, it'll continue to be a single Guevara versus MJF. So moving on past that. Oh yeah. So Adam Cole came out to the ring and called out Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho was on a Titantron and he called his minions on Adam Cole. They beat him up for a little bit. Out came Orange Cassidy and Bandito for some reason. Weird flex, but okay. And then eventually the debut of Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong came in like a madman. As suplex he hit on Jake Hager looked really sick. That front suplex. I think he hit on what was it, Menard? That was pretty cool. Like I'm really excited to see Roderick Strong in AEW. Hopefully he goes somewhere with this, and it's just not like, oh, Adam Cole's sidekick. He's like his own separate entity after a while. Because if you haven't seen Roderick Strong in ROH, the man is an amazing wrestler. He's one of those guys that just like not like physically imposing, but the things he does in the ring let you know he's physically imposing. Then he has like tremendous cardio, mic skills. I love Roddy, but his mic skills are just. I love you, Roddy. I love Roddy Strong, but goddamn, maybe it's gotten better. Maybe. Who's to say? Then moving on past that, you had the Jade Cargill versus Ty Valkyrie match, and this match was. It didn't gel well together. A lot of miscues in this one. At the end, Ty Valkyrie tried to go for the Road to Valhalla, but it's been banned because Jade uses the Jaded, and Ty is getting upset. She can't use it. Jade rolls her up into the scratch in 1, 2, 3, and Ty is pissed. He starts beating up the Smart Mark and Layla Gray, and then she's about to hit Audrey Edwards. Sorry about that. With the Road to Valhalla, and like so, it's another girl that's probably turning heel, or I don't know how they're gonna explain that or whatever. Just because she lost to Jade, so that's probably like 4 or 5 now. Then you had the main event. You had Kenny Omega and Tenochtitlan Takeshita versus the Butcher and the Blade. Look, the match was okay. It was okay, but come on. You read this headline, did you really think the Butcher and the Blade, they are a good tag team? And also Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian, what a gimmick he had in the early year that completely got wasted. The underrated and over it with the paper bag thing. That was a pretty cool gimmick, and now he's wearing a suit with pink hair and a tie with no shirt. Anyway, yeah, that was that. Omega and Takeshita win. I forgot even how this match ended, but that's not even the main point. Danielson, who was on commentary, comes out. Well, gets off commentary and starts talking to Takeshita and Omega. Talking to Takeshita mainly. He slipped up, but Danielson's such a professional. He stopped himself. Like he was talking. He was like, if Takeshita trained with the elite and without even missing a beat, He just corrected it on the next sentence. If Takeshita trained with the Blackpool Combat Club, he'd be much better. But if he trained with the Elite, he would be like trash or whatever. So that allowed the rest of the Combat Club to attack. They attack Takeshita, or they just knock him out of the ring and attack Omega. And anyway, so Omega, he's getting beat up by the Combat Club, and he's down the ground, and Danielson hands Moxley a screwdriver. But out comes the Young Bucks. They super kick Cesaro, then Wheeler Yuta. Then they get in the ring and they super kick John Moxley. They put Moxley down on the ground. And right before Omega's about to screwdriver Moxley, Danielson's on the outside. He's like pleading to Takeshita. He's like, please go in there and save him. Like pretty much having Takeshita play both sides. Takeshita gets in and like begs Omega to don't do it. Don't hit Moxley with the screwdriver. Which leads to Wheeler and Cesaro recovering, taking the Young Bucks out, beating up Omega. They knock Omega out, and then they raise the hand to Takeshita saying, oh man, now you're with us because you did it. And Takeshita's like, no, I'm not with anybody or whatever. And Danielson pretty much says, like, you're either with us or against us. So what's it going to be? Even before Takeshita makes the choice, Wheeler Yuta hits him with the low blow. And Danielson, was it Moxley? I think it was, Moxley. He hit Takeshita with the screwdriver on the top of the head repeatedly, just stabbing his head. And Takeshita's bleeding. So the story grows. What part is Takeshita playing in this one? Is he with the Elite? Is he with the Blackpool Combat Club? Where is because like they already have the 4-on-4. They have Cesaro. They have Wheeler. They have Danielson. They have Moxley versus. Okay, hold up. The Young Bucks, Omega. So that's 3. And then Hangman Page. Hangman Page is in there somewhere. So it's gonna be interesting when it comes to Blood and Guts or wherever they have this match. Overall, pretty solid show. Tell me your thoughts and opinions on the show. I'll be back Friday for SmackDown because that's the draft, and I'm very interested to see where some superstars land and everything like that. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.